Erica Lorraine Spencer here. This is the P.O.C. pattern of conduct, the ongoing real-time documentation of what is the criminal pattern of conduct of federal stalking in violation of 18 U.S.C. sections 2261A subsection 1 and subsection 2. This is the pattern of conduct underway by a public entity, that is the state of California, that is engaging in federal stalking in concert with the people of the state of California. So this is group conduct. And this is the practicing of what are the criminal elements of monitoring amongst what is the demon possessed. And so this is what is documentation of terrorism as it is underway by a public entity in concert with the people of the state who are in the shoes of the government as this criminal system is in ceaseless operation. And as the state engages in this demented group conduct, this is revealing how the public entity, that is the state of California, that is in the United States of America, how terrorism of an American citizen plays out, what that looks like, how that is facilitated amongst a people, amongst a government, how it is public corruption in plain sight, and not only that, how you formulate policy and how you prosecute that which is demonic conduct, it's demonic activity, but that which is in no way impervious to prosecution in federal court, and being subject to ratification into federal policy. This is the P.O.C. Seven BHZ108 6XDN592 6LGV823 7XHH676 7FYY805. And this is Gate City. Gate City was carrying Pacifico as the trailer at B&G Plaza. Gateway is carrying Modelo as a trailer at 7-Eleven. It's license 4HU8394. License 5WWM883, 8VRH244, 7SLH007. Eight WEE830, 8KCM962, 7PTN719. I'm sorry, let me get this one again. They're trying to make all kind of turns when they're stalking in the path, knowing they're being documented. They're so pathetic under a fake sun. License 7PNT919. It's 8:11 a.m. 8KQY974. JYMOLD, I believe. 7ZTP835. 8MHC978, 6VFW995, 7AML836, and let me see. AKQY974, looks like they're going to an address that is identified as 413 West G Street, 7AEA653, 4KMM760. It is 8:45 a.m. You do have Stater Brothers personnel stalking in the bathroom upon entrance for purposes of crossing paths. And then patrolling inside of the restroom, which is what I've also documented, stalking in a bathroom stall in relevant position inside of the Stater Brothers parking lot, where the fake sun is over the venue. And this is, remember, I'm showing you the state's fake sun after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, passing over the Stater Brothers. And you also remember the sun setting east of the Stater Brothers, where it's present over in the morning at the B&G Plaza. It was setting at 5 p.m. This is the state's light source. This is direct light inside of the venue. And this is stalking in the bathroom. It's 8:46 a.m. License plate 6UUH598, 7YJL909. 8 8CHN283, 8DVH240, 6LGW156, N821MO, 7MTX861, 7YQD925, 7BTB673, 7JWW656, 7LOK377, 5KCH539. It's 8:53 a.m. Paper plate BU73T22, 4SXH842, 8EOH706, 10619G3, 5NFC338, 61893T2, 29483B3, and Starbucks located at 706 West Hope Boulevard in relevant position monitoring as well. 7JBY518, 7TZT361. El Pollo Loco keeping a vehicle stationary in the drive-thru. Directed light is on the side of El Pollo Loco. There's no form for what they're doing. We're just stalking in the path, and I'll get the license plate of this vehicle that they're using to patrol in and out in relevant position while directed light is on the venue and while the fake sun is over. That is license 7TJN627. You're going to remember 8:56 a.m. I showed you the video of the state's fake sun that's remaining over the Starbucks at 111 North Vineyard Avenue. There is no form. There is nothing that demons are doing, which is what they want you to focus on, that they're emptying the garbage trucks, that's the municipality, that they're engaging in their job, pushing the shopping carts in from the parking lot. They're demons that are stalking in relevant position, creating noise and engineered light, while that fake sun, which is the direct evidence showing what is an ongoing system of surveillance, contrary to what is supposed to be the outward appearance of normal society, 8WHR508. And that is how you are understanding that and recognizing that. It's the malice of what are psychopaths and their violent sex offenders while they're engaging in surveillance and entering into bathrooms in order to engage in ongoing stalking. 8NVU561. And that's why you have a fake sun over the Ontario Village Shopping Center over the Stater Brothers. 7R28774 following and remaining over 630 North Fern. As you see in video, moving over me as I move to show you what is OK Produce, a demon in a commercial vehicle engaging in state surveillance. 7VST502. And also in that video where you're looking at OK Produce, remember I showed you at 10:37 a.m. the same movement of the fake sun in alignment with me as I'm on foot, documenting OK Produce engaging in terrorism. That's at 10:37 a.m., that same movement that I'm showing you, where the state's fake sun is over 630 North Front. CA75Y75, that's a paper plate. 5ZCX519. 7DZL618. 7LCK299. 8WDM804. 8VVG287. 6ZUU563. 6RBY247. Heart MHR82. 6WLH318. 4GOY971, 7GBD426, 7DEH547, 8YPP070, 7UKR229, and it is currently 8:56 a.m. 5KHC539. Guess I didn't read that when they were crossing the path, stalking with activity as I stopped recording. So I want to document that. P.O.C. You're going to recall the state's maintenance of the light source at the 7-Eleven, this Starbucks at 111 North Vineyard Avenue, and I'm showing you 7:35 a.m., 8:56 a.m., and I still remain until I get onto the Omnitrans bus at the intersection of Vineyard and Holt, and the state's light source is remaining over me. This is how I'm able to capture the demons of the Ontario Police Department. So you have what is impossible light activity that's also not going to occur while it is over supposedly a building, aiming underneath a structure where I am at the Ontario Village shopping center, and you have what is directed light inside of the venue, maintenance of third parties inside of the venue for purposes of crossing path, and an operation of communication devices while that ongoing demonic system is underway. And this is what is documented on still images. It's 9:01 a.m. Alrighty, it is currently 10:22 a.m. And the state is maintaining its light source with regard to it remaining at the Ontario Village Shopping Plaza, which is where I am right now. And again, you're referencing what is the state placing its light source over the Starbucks. And this is at 111 North Vineyard Avenue. And then yesterday, which was where the state was keeping its fake sun on January 23rd, where I remain at the Ontario Plaza on Mountain Avenue, which is where I am, and I'm documenting what is that demon engaging in stalking in a parking lot, standing in front of me while the fake sun is over me at the back portion of that parking lot at the Super Clean Laundry. That is where the state is engaging in direct contrast with that over the Ontario Village Shopping Center, 5CFW229, while the state is flying over right over the Ontario Village Shopping Plaza where the fake sun is. That's the entity acting via commercial airline planes engaging in terrorism and state surveillance, 39612U2. All right, that is P.O.C. It's currently 10:23 a.m. And also you're remembering yesterday as I remain at the Ontario Plaza on Mountain Avenue, and then after 1 p.m. I'm showing you the fake sun that's remaining above me in motion while I'm in a vehicle driving east on Hope Boulevard, and then following to the Open Family Community Library where I don't arrive until after 1 p.m. All right, and this is where the state's fake sun is over my head right now. So that is speaking to what is ongoing surveillance, the impossibility of this being the sun. The sex offender stalking in the bathroom, 8VVY200. The entity engaging in terrorism via commercial airline planes who are engaging in relevant positioning and audible activity creation, hovering over the venue where the state is maintaining a light source over my head, 6FIV245. These are demons that are patrolling in relevant position. They're driving by. These are demons that are pacing, 8RVR505. So you're understanding, first of all, what is demonic activity and what is relevant positioning for purposes of monitoring with communication devices. This is what the demonic are engaging in. All right, 5XLL545, 8WEM616. And the venue, which is Demeanor Barbershop, this is a minion that is monitoring an operation of a communication device while listening to everything that I'm doing while I remain at the venue as I exit. The state engaging in concerted activity with these demons that are patrolling around, fake sun over my head, and directed light, which is all around. All right, Demeanor Barbershop, this is a minion that's in operation in close proximity as I am exiting the building for purposes of group monitoring. That's what this is, 8PIY685, 8KO2630. 8CIZ698, and this license plate over here, it's currently, that's Union Pacific. I have two shadows, 29483B3. So this is that's what you're hearing is a minion, and that's a black face minion. This has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. This is demonic activity. All right, demons of all races. License 8KGC825. 7EIU727. And remember, there is a bigger picture. I'm reminding you of the immediate history. Yesterday, it's remaining over me at the Ontario Plaza, and that is the fake sun. All right, but you're also remembering the documentation where the state's fake sun is already present over the Ontario Open Family Community Library on the day where I'm showing you the fake sun at 7:35 in the morning, 7HZY972. The state's fake sun is over me as I arrive at that venue, following to that venue, and it's present at 10:06 a.m. You're also going to remember that, okay? So this is the ongoing P.O.C. You're understanding what is state surveillance, and you're understanding what is terrorism as if it's a satanic targeting system. These are demons that are pacing around, engaging in maintenance of presence in the path. That's what group stalking is what demons are doing. They're pacing all around under what is engineered light. 6FIV245, 7VKT118, 6PNX505, 8DEM060, 8UTU688, 7ZDZ815, 8FPG987, 7THV585, 7TDG 869, 3VCX351, 6NLC971, 7KKV063, 8MBL068, 8WSP835, CA26R47, that's a paper plate, 50133B3, 8NOL818. It's 10:27 a.m. 6YHH760. 4HME318, 8ULB584. I'm showing you, capturing still images of what is a group stalker. This is a demon while you hear Union Pacific as a method of audible activity. This is an environment that's being maintained under what is a fake sun, and you see 8NOL818, a demon that is stalking in the path, an operation of a communication device, and the fake sun hovering right over me. All right, license plate 6YHH760. That is the absence of any light source. That is not possibly the sun. It is not over the Ontario Plaza on Mountain Avenue. It is not over the Ontario Ovitt Family Community Library at 215 East C Street, as I have documented while I have documented my presence at both venues. While in direct opposition, it is not present over any of those venues. It's present right over my head. That is the targeting of an entity. It is 10:28 a.m. Those are captured in still images. 4HME318, 8BQK286, 8WEK313, 7YEN328, 8WLS514, 8TEF839, 8XTE921, 6CKA989, 6ERY020, 8BGM723, 8UTU688, 8WHB723, 6CJB909, 8HAC365, 5YZZ137, 719MCE, that's the Oregon license plate, 8Z66027, 53807M1, 04744B37JFH611, 6GUC532. And I'm exiting the Ontario Village Shopping Center, and the state is maintaining the fake sun. This is what I've already documented before. This is the ongoing P.O.C. Like I said, I've already published this. You're understanding what is ongoing stalking with a light source. This is license plate 53807M1. Yeah, I read that one already. Engaging in what is alrighty, and I give you an image of what are demons engaging in that state surveillance. 8GSC 667, 8GSZ 667. So you have this minion that's sitting inside of the vehicle whose license plate I recited, an operation of a communication device. This is maintenance of presence in the path. This is surveillance by the people, and these are demon-possessed persons acting on behalf of a state, engaging in what is monitoring with communication devices. And I show you what is the fake sun that's over me, and a distinctly different location hovering over me as I have walked away from that other demon who I capture stalking in the parking lot under the fake sun, which is right over my head in the parking lot. I'm outside of the parking lot on Bonita, and you see what is the state's fake sun over my head as I am in motion. 6URZ 844, 8RDE 618, 8TPD 082. Let's see. 8YTH300, 8FGS647. It's 10:31 a.m. 4SNW720, 6HMX976, 7XYH247, JLPMENZ 55885Z1, 4XMG351, 8HLZ089, 8, I'm sorry, this is actually license plate BZ771, that's a handicap license plate, 8DCJ908, 6LGL146, that's a demon stalking in the path on Bonita, and the fake sun is over my head, 8DRK102, directed light. And while they start their ignition and then turn off their vehicle and they cross the street while the other is molesting with directed light, 7CWP883. Alrighty, accessing 8DCJ908 for purposes of ongoing maintenance of noise, engaging in molestation with directed light and molestation under a fake sun. 8C67731, that's on Bonita. I took still images of that. 8Z82086. That's nothing but a demon that is pacing, walking to one side of the street to the other side of the street, monitoring with the other demon that drives by in directed light, molesting my person, and the fake sun is directly over my head. 8DUH542, 7ZOC394, 7D87492, 538 That's an address, 538 Vesta, 536 Vesta, 544 Vesta. These are minions that are in relevant position, monitoring while the fake sun remains over my head as I walk on the street. 520 Vesta, 8E71938. That's a license plate. 7TLY248. BKW1669. That's an Arizona license plate. Looks like 520, and they have like apartment numbers A and B and C and D, and the addresses remain the same. 520. This is Vesta Street. 517 Vesta Street. License plate 8AHF678 OKA4XE. That's Arizona. RYA61F, Arizona. CalPro Roofing is monitoring. Their license plate, this is a commercial actor. Their license plate is Arizona CHY0535 81A4KB 8ALU297 6NJT888 01023G3. I think I already read that one out. 7AWR151 60032X1 8PAR471 at Vesta Street and Vine Avenue. License plate 8DFL690, and this is audible activity. Directed light is on this venue of 507 Vesta Street, where they're on top of the roof. Directed light is on this venue where they're engaging in what is audible activity creation while they're working on the roof. And the fake sun is right over me, which I'm capturing. You're seeing the minion with the red bandana over their, the red face cap over their face. They have the logo of the CalPro Roofing. They're monitoring. All right, and focused on me. This is what you see in that image as well. And you see the fake sun directly above. Directed light while this demon 7SCR499 39612U2. Directed light while they cross path. It is 10:35 a.m. 82363F3 6KLK158. License plate 6KDM 929 8RMK097 8MTPO63. FLW635 crossing path at Vine and Vesta. Directed light moving across third-party facilitating venue at 224 Vine Avenue. Let's see. 8UMZ 648 6ANN 372 7N33601. It is 10:37 a.m. 8NND 987 7KPH 841 7XSA 024 7S41783 7KXE 693 86224Z2 8YIP 513. I am walking on what is C Street now, and that is walking east on C Street. And remember, yesterday I remained at the Ontario Plaza where the state's fake sun is remaining over the venue, which is what I show as I exit that venue after 1 p.m. And you have the state's fake sun over me on C Street in Ontario while I'm standing in front of 407 C Street. License plate 8RMK097 6ZIM905 5XBX732 8XNB365 8GZR771. That is the intentional creation of audible activity and engineered light. that leaf blower, okay? Just like the roofing company. It's P.O.C. 4WDH 556. 7YGT 101. 6THG 096. All right, monitoring to this activity creation under the fake sun. I'm at 325 C Street, 8AUL 594, 4DYR 170, 8NZL 961. Says loitering while that leaf blower is doing the audible activity, and directed light while the third party is driving by on the street. 56059 9R2, 5PZC 061, 8JQL 664, 4SWC 244, 7YVB 585, 8WDN 036, 8PBT 477, 8FLH 488. It's 10:39 a.m. One DRAGNA, 4 JIS 256, 6WKR 851, I'm at the intersection of C Street and Palm Avenue. (6KHM 501), 8YHG 120, 06792T1, 8RFC 628, because I didn't read that one. All right, crossing path to engage in P.O.C. Directed light while they cross path. This is a stalker with license plate BM47A15. That's a paper plate on a white RAV4. License BU52K15 paper 8CPU444 7P05 471. It's 10:41 a.m. 7 DAV 975. 7 GIP 042. All right, I'm showing you what is license plate 7P05 471, and the fake sun is right over my head while I'm facing the chiropractor's office. That's at Laurel on C Street, 8VEJ 387, where the state was keeping its fake sun for the duration of a day and acting like the sun was also setting. While Minion 7DAV 975 stalking with light, 6GVE 570. Group stalking in the parking lot of the 7HRR 186 of the Inland Conservatory of Performing Arts, using their vehicles to stalk with light in relevant position. License plate 8LYA297, directed light across the Minion's vehicle with license plate. This is concerted activity, and the Minion behind them using their reverse lights. 8VSY532, 8DCH266, 8ZEM585, 97888K2, 6FFZ662, 7VSG076, 8PYA442. All right, and this demon at the third-party facility in the venue, Inland Conservatory of Performing Arts, 8BAB736. Frontier Communications, their venue that's located at the intersection of what is, I believe that is Laurel and D Street. Directed light across that building. That's a venue. While a Minion is driving by it, they're stalking with light in the path. City of Ontario, driving at Laurel, crossing Frontier. This is all monitoring around the perimeter. 7KPY619. That's stalking with audible activity, contributing to an environment. MTM8710. 8JUE387. Engaging in surveillance, sitting in the parking lot of Inland Conservatory of the Performing Arts. While Frontier is a venue where directed light is moving across, where demons are driving around in circles around Laurel and on C Street and on Palm. 8LGV943. And I'm showing you the fake sun while I'm showing you what is 8LGV943, where the demon possessed, sitting in the vehicle, monitoring with a communication device. 8JUE387. And that's captured in an image for you at 10:44 a.m. And this is all the impossible placement of that which is not the actual sun. This is a light source. You're witnessing what is literally Satan that is hovering in a light source over me and the demon possessed, the cockroaches that they are, as I'm reading their license plates and they're driving all around, directed light all over the place. This is demonic activity. And it's state surveillance while they're engaging in that. And what you hear is the city of Ontario, 8LXS950. And showing you the demons that they are while they're creating audible activity. The fake sun is right above them. That is not possibly the sun. That is a direct evidence against the municipality engaging in ongoing stalking, including where I sleep, wherever it is that I use the restroom, wherever it is that I am going, including inside of private spaces such as Economy Inn, 7BBZ531, including American Inn, 8CBF094. Those are just examples of what is the municipality engaging in stalking. 8NTY333. Engaging in surveillance, sitting in their vehicle. It's facilitating activity while the City of Ontario is creating audible activity with the fake sun that's right over my head. Directed light is in the shade on the street. License BK02S31. That's a paper plate in front of the Inland Conservatory of Performing Arts. License plate AU38S69. That's a paper plate on a Lexus RX, a gray Lexus RX 300. And that's the state sounding helicopter activity. License plate YPO2547, directed light in front of the truck on the ground, helicopter activity over the Ontario Town Square. This is K&L Logistics, LLC, California 493745, US.2411399, MC829879, VIN number GJ47782. Engaging in state surveillance, monitoring and terrorizing, stalking with 8XXE430, 7P55482, License 5W04018, 8URT192. License 6XDW258, excuse me. And the City of Ontario truck, where you see the fake sun right over them while they're creating audible activity, stalking in the path, engaging in criminal facilitation of that terrorism, and they're violent sex offenders and engaging in what is kidnapping by an entity. License plate 1560779. I'm at the intersection of C Street and Euclid Avenue. 10:48 a.m. showing you what is the state's fake sun that is over me at the intersection of Euclid and C Street, and you're looking at what is crossing a path under what is a deliberately placed light source that is not the sun. You're witnessing Satan and the demon possessed engaging in surveillance. License 6RPN931. And I'm showing you the absence of any light source, which is clearly not the sun. That is not over the 280 North Lemon Apartments. It's right over my head at the intersection of Euclid and C Street. And that's what I documented as I left the Starbucks at 111 North Vineyard Avenue and arrived at the library at 10:06 a.m. And you also are witnessing what is the presence of that which is not the sun, 6FPV036, while I am walking toward the library, and the state kept its fake sun over the Ontario Plaza yesterday until after 1 p.m. License plate 7YEX441, Demon, 8XZX563, a Demon, 8WWJ801, a Demon, 19849T1, a Demon, license 7SRD706, 10169L1, Demons of Mission Linen and Uniform Service, 8VGU 909, I believe. That's P.O.C. And they're crossing paths under what is a light source. This is state surveillance and terrorism while the demon possessed engage in that targeting system, and they're doing it on behalf of the government. Mission Linen and Uniform Services engaging in that criminal activity on behalf of a government using what is nothing other than a company name. All right, that is the P.O.C. 8LHZ612, and it's currently 10:49 a.m. 6PNL834. State's fake sun is over the Wells Fargo. 4ZEM840. 8WNW429, 7PQR190, and this is the advancement, meaning the maintenance, the migration of that which is not the sun. This is Satan, all right? This is understanding what this is. This is demonic, and this is a criminal system of surveillance by the government who is placing American citizens under surveillance. These are the demon possessed that are doing that in that demonic environment. And the state's fake sun coming from Ontario Village Shopping Plaza is moving over me as I'm walking eastward toward the Over Family Community Library. License 8RFV281, 8XPJ586. That's McCarthy creating audible activity, 40408Z1. And you're also remembering when I showed you after 1 p.m. where the state is keeping a fake sun through the passenger side of the vehicle on Hope Boulevard coming from the Ontario Plaza. The absence of any light source, which is necessarily the case while I'm showing you it's beside me over my head while I'm in the vehicle. After 1 p.m., And I'm showing you what is the absence of any light source, even in the direction of the Ovid Family Community Library, the 280 North Lemon Apartments. All right, so there is no question with regard to what is not the ubiquitous presence of the sun. That's impossible. And you're also looking at the absence of any presence of any light source, even in that direction, contrary to when I'm there and it's right over my head. That is the direct evidence of what is following with a light source that is not possibly the sun and is nowhere possible remaining over the Ontario Plaza, contrary to what I showed you in the video. Because you saw it in pictures, and that is what is the satanic targeting system. It is currently 10:41 a.m. Hold on, 10:51 a.m. All right, it's 10:52 a.m. I did capture what is the presence of the fake sun following to the venue of the Ovid Family Community Library. That is, again, the absence of any light source. That's not the sun. If it was the sun, it would have been in that direction, and we'd be looking at it because you can count on the consistency of the star, which is the sun. All right, that's not the case. You are looking at the state's light source, the fake sun, the demon-possessed who are surrounding while that light source remains over my head. While contrary to that, like I stated, you have what is the state's fake sun that is remaining over me at the Ontario Plaza, where I remained at this time yesterday. And that is the entity acting via commercial airline planes, such as Amazon Prime, I believe. It is a white plane with a blue tail, a blue belly. It's not Delta Airlines, though. It is all white. It appears as though it's Amazon Prime. This is nonetheless understanding what the companies using commercial airline planes are engaging in the same way Mission London, you see them crossing path under that, which is the fake sun. You see FedEx crossing path, creating light activity under the fake sun. This is engaging in stalking on behalf of the state. It's a comprehensive state system, and it's entirely demonic, and it shall be prosecuted as what it is. This is terrorism. In doing so, as Satan is using companies, Satan is using government officials, Satan is using the people of the state, Satan is using any location while they're engaging in what is a satanic surveillance system, while Satan itself wants to keep tabs on you. And you are witnessing what is Satan, while a light source that is not possibly the sun remains over my head. That's literally what you're looking at, the supernatural. All right. It is currently 10:54 a.m. at Ovid Family Community Library. This demon with license plate 8U07988 is crossing path at the turn circle with directed light on the sidewalk. That is a demon. Okay. P.O.C. Good morning. Directed light is inside of the Ovid Family Community Library, and they're engaging in ongoing surveillance. This is P.O.C. And there is absolutely no form, and these psychopaths engage in stalking with the maintenance of noise, which is audible activity, with simultaneity to whatever it is that I do, as I do it, including what I do on a communication device, while the stadium's directed light into all corners, every area, the back, the side, the front of the library, and maintaining what is a light source, which is not the sun, that's present over the venue as I arrive at 10:51 a.m. as opposed to after 1 p.m. like I documented yesterday. This is the P.O.C. and it's demonic, and this is ongoing terrorism, where they're also engaging in surveillance, demon stalking in a bathroom, also engaging in where that demented light, that impossible light activity is also present inside of the bathroom. That's the ongoing P.O.C. It's not just Ovid Family Community Library. I'm documenting where I am at right now, subject to that surveillance and that terrorism, okay? That is P.O.C. It's 10:55 a.m. All right, it is currently 6:54 p.m. Capturing a series of images showing what is the sex offender, that is the state of California, that is its vicarious aspect of that entity, the people of the state of California, and I am at state facilitating venue, Ovid Family Community Library. State's fake sun over the venue, state maintaining directed light inside of the venue at all hours of the day, and the state is present by virtue of the impossible light activity that fills the venue. And so I'm showing you what is another method of the same sexual violence. It is federal stalking in the private space, while you have what are demons. These are third parties who are engaged in surveillance. This is not ordinary presence in a library. They're not studying, reading, watching movies. They are stalking, doing so on behalf of the state. And what I'm showing you are images of what is the, first of all, the placement of what are a series of cell phones. These are communication devices plugged. This is called relevant positioning. Understand, the demons that are the people of the state, they represent communication devices. The entity is present by virtue of the vicarious presence of the people of the state. They are placing their communication devices in alignment to the bathroom door. And this is sexual violence while federal stalking is underway inside of that private space. And what I'm also showing you in images is the directed light. So you can see, first of all, the cell phones that are all plugged up on the floor in front of the bathroom, and this is on the bottom level. This is the first floor of the library. This is relevant positioning, okay? This is for purposes of monitoring with communication devices and the prosecution of a government that's criminally placing one under surveillance, engaging in that sexually violent invasion of privacy on behalf of an entity, and also engaging in what is demonic activity. All right, this demon, let me document her. She's stalking in the path at Ovid Family Community Library. Her license 88NY145. She is a demon acting in concert with another third party, a demon of Ovid Family Community Library, and you have the simultaneity of conduct. That third party is engaging in surveillance, knowledge of who I am, where I'm going as I'm walking out. So this is why you have the stalker already present in front of what is 280 Northland Apartments. She turns on her headlights, which is light activity, at the same time that the demon inside of the library opens the door, which is audible activity. Directed light is all over the place, okay? That's demonic conduct. I just want to document that real quick. That's what's ongoing. With regard to the P.O.C, sexual violence in front of the, it's sexual violence inside of the venue, and this is by placement of the cell phones, which are communication devices, maintaining relevant positioning while they are on the floor plugged into electrical sockets. And I want to be clear, the desk partitions, the tables where these minions, these are demons, first of all, who already know what you're doing inside of the bathroom. Second of all, the government is maintaining ongoing surveillance of everything I'm doing inside of the bathroom. And then you have them placing cell phones in order to engage in ongoing monitoring with communication devices, interstate stalking in the bathroom. Okay, and it is in directed light. So the images that I'm also taking, first of all, as I walk out of the bathroom, the demon that you see, he's got on a bright yellow jacket, he's stalking in the path. All right, so you got a demon that's literally maintaining ongoing knowledge of what I'm doing, engaging in what is presence in perfect alignment with me as I'm walking out of the bathroom door. All right, so this is what Stater Brothers was doing this morning, the sex offender, as I walk into the bathroom, stalking in that private space for purposes of crossing path. All right. Engaging in the criminal elements of monitoring inside of the private space shall be the grounds upon which the government is going to be prosecuted as the perpetual sex offender that it is. This is just one of the ways in which the government is engaging in that sexual violence, engaging in placing you under surveillance, engaging in this demented pattern of conduct, and chasing into bathrooms to do it. Okay. So this is understanding what that P.O.C is. Securitas engaging in P.O.C as well with another demon that is patrolling on C Street. They're acting in concert. Securitas is on a golf cart, aiming light. So anyway, and it's 6:58 p.m. So with regard to the bathroom monitoring at Ovid, not only am I showing you what is a group stalker, this is a demon and a sex offender stalking in the path. City of Ontario creating light activity as well, license 1438317, monitoring with Securitas in front of the entrance of Ovid. So you have what is the, and that's right now, okay? So I'm documenting what's going on right now, and I'm also speaking to what is the sexual violence that I just documented and am subject to. So with regard to the placement of these cell phones, it is in directed light. You have the demonic pattern of stalking in the path, doing so as I'm walking out. This is not an ongoing coincidence. These are demons who already know what you're doing. These are demons who are placing you under surveillance in violation of federal law, because this is surveillance with communication devices that the demon possessor are doing, and they're doing it on behalf of the government. All right, so these cell phones are placed in front of the bathroom. Directed light fills the venue, and you can also see that in the images. I'm showing you a picture, and in the picture of the cell phones in the bathroom, where you're understanding what is federal stalking in the private space, you can see there's a synthetic tree, like a silk plant. You can see the shadow of that plant on both sides of the tree. And I also approached this wall, so this is so that you can see the light activity. I have double shadows as I'm approaching the wall, just so you see the light activity that is ongoing while the entity is placing cell phones in front of the bathroom for purposes of engaging in federal stalking inside of that private space, while engaging in what is ongoing invasion of privacy by entity. I remain subject to real-time invasion of privacy as my panties are going up and down, okay? Listening to everything.
Hold on a minute.
I'm talking on my phone. Anyway, this is P.O.C in the background. So you have what is that documentation. That's what I'm capturing in images. So I want to make sure I clarify that that is a method of engaging in the same exact P.O.C. All right. You can engage in the same conduct while a demon just stands in front of the bathroom door, while a demon in a commercial vehicle keeps a vehicle maintaining light activity in relevant position to the bathroom outside of the building. This is what FedEx is doing. This is what the McCarthy is doing. This is what I've documented before. While minions patrol in and out of the entrance, creating ongoing light activity, you're looking at them on surveillance cameras. These are demons that are monitoring in real time while I'm inside of the bathroom. And so this is understanding, first of all, the significance of the ways in which you're documenting an entity engaging in surveillance. And it is also understanding what is the engagement in the criminal elements of monitoring, while demons engage in ongoing pacing and engineered light. It is literally the conduct of psychopaths. And they are demons that literally just engage in, if you imagine the cartoon character, the Tasmanian devil, this spinning, and it's funny how that name is called the Tasmanian Devil. But anyway, Tasmanian Devil, he does a lot of spinning around. He runs around like a tornado. This is literally what these demons are doing. All right, they are doing it as a group. And they are doing it and trying to do it in ways that appear normal to an outsider who is ignorant of the environment and who is ignorant of the ongoing identical behavior patterns of these. They are intentionally engaging in this conduct, and it is that of a psychopath. And it is the Tasmanian Devil conduct. They maintain perpetual presence, and they are essentially engaging in what is pacing all around in engineered light. And when you are understanding that, you are literally getting a raw, unadulterated image of what is psychopaths, freak weirdos, and they're violent sex offenders engaging in that level of sexual violence. And that's what I document in still images right now at 7:01 p.m. at Ovid Family Community Library, and that includes 280 Northland Apartments, the Ovid Family Community Library. You got just another demon that just opens the door, acting with the City of Ontario and acting with Securitas right now, okay? All right, and this is, it's 7:02 p.m. P.O.C. 8 TCT 749. 6YOX 838.